Well, more Weeknd, friends, more Weeknd. I was really on the fence trying to figure out what I was going to listen to today. Lots of new albums out today. Chief Keef's got a new one. Gunna's got a new one. There's some people on Discord pushing Drain Gain Weeknd pretty hard. Some Blade and E, I think is the other artist. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I was going through my list and I was like, oh yeah. Trying to get through these two trilogy albums by the Weeknd before the new one comes out this year because I want to have heard these two before that one, and it'd be nice to be ready to go when that one drops and react to it in real time because that'll obviously be a huge album when it comes out. And I like the Weeknd, so there you go. And then I was like, oh, okay, After Hours, it's only about an hour long. There's a deluxe version. Looks like, okay, yeah, I'll do the deluxe. And then I started looking up the videos. Holy fuck, there's a lot of videos. So somebody on Twitter was kind enough to point out to not do the music videos in the album order. Instead, do them in this other order. So they included a live performance of Blinding Lights on Jimmy Kimmel. I'm not going to include that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick strictly to the music videos themselves. So I have 8 music videos on here. I've got them in this curated order. I have no idea if that order is correct. I have no way to confirm that, obviously. Music videos will be part of the Patreon reaction. Patreon's $2. There's no ads, uncut. You can listen to it on MP3 format if you want to just listen. So there you go. There's that. And yeah, Weeknd After Hours. Now, I've heard Blinding Lights, which is a massive, massive song. I've heard that song. I know that song. It's on a playlist I have. I love it. So that won't be a reaction. But everything else, as far as I know, is new. I did see on the Deluxe here, we've got the final track is a remix of a song with Ariana Grande, who I don't think I've ever heard, so it might be my first time listening to her. With the Weeknd, I enjoy his aesthetic. I like that he explores these concepts through entire albums. I like that he makes trilogies. So I'm happy to be listening. I know it's a departure from hip hop, but there you go. There you go. I don't have much else to say other than it's going to be a long video with the deluxe and the music videos. So let's get into it. Track 1's called Alone Again. I don't know really anything about this album other than I punched up Wikipedia real quick. And it was talking about the aesthetic is like self-loathing and isolation and loneliness and stuff like that. It's like, oh, okay. So standard Weeknd. But I'm curious to see how he does it in this album. So I don't know. I was already glancing at the lyrics for Alone Again. I was like, oh god, damn. Yeah, we're getting into it. 18 tracks. The final track of the standard album is Until I Bleed Out. So I'll take note of that. I'll mention that specifically. Maybe I'll do a closing thoughts there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, let's drop in. Track 1, Alone Again. The Weeknd. Producers are Ilangelo, Dahila, The Weeknd, and Ging. I spent all this time reading off producer names, and I've read off so many of them now that I recognize them, but I don't remember where. So I'm going to assume these guys have worked with The Weeknd before, but I don't even know anymore. I can't keep track. Here we go. Track 1, Alone Again. Finally listening to After Hours. Going to see if I can position myself to hear the new album and have the trilogy done when it's ready. Track 1, Alone Again. Cool. Living someone else's life. Wow, his vocals are really like echoed out. Like very spacey. It's almost like a delirium. Wow. 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 This feels like just very, like, I don't want to say disorienting, but like just days. It's almost like those old school music videos, the old school psychedelic ones where you're using the kaleidoscopes and to make all these weird things or whatever, because they didn't, have computers to do the graphics with. But like, he's talking about throwing 2001s up in the sky, so he's in the strip club and shit. But it's like this, it's like multiple layers. It's like these layers of like just completely intoxicated, but also atmospheric because you're in this place and the lighting and the stage and, whatever's going on. But then also there's like this third layer, like way in the back. And it's almost like the true self watching this life like on a massive, blown out, bright, but blurry, distorted like movie screen. It's almost like he has become a passenger inside of his own body type of a thing. At least with all this sound. This is actually pretty fucking cool, man. I don't know why I say actually. Like, no, it is just straight up cool. Ha! This is fucking cool right here. This like suspension. It almost feels like a fucking hangover or something. Wow. Huh. It's so I'm reading ahead. I'm cheating. I'm reading ahead. But I was just getting ready to say his vocals are so like overproduced and echoed out and shit like that. It's almost like I was talking about, like himself, his true self being inside and watching his own life through this movie screen, but really it's just his own eyes, right? But he's so far withdrawn from what's actually there. It's almost like he has become this other person. Anyway, but his vocals are almost like hearing his own voice. Even his own voice sounds far away. Like when he speaks, he can barely even hear his own self. Like that, everything's just so fucking washed out. And it sounds great. But then on these lyrics right here, I took too much. I don't want to die. I don't know if I can be alone again. But like, he's just so far gone. He's so far gone, even his own voice sounds far away. That's what the vocals make me think of. Oh, I fucked up that transition, didn't I? It's a skill, you guys. It's just fucking this innate ability to pause it at the worst possible time. It's incredible. This is crazy. Wow, man. This is crazy. Wow. That was great. And something, so everything that I said, right, about all this, but at the same time, he still makes it sound sexy. It still sounds enticing. It still sounds good. It's got this sweet, sweet, sweet toxicity to it. And that's what's so impressive about it. It's so cool to hear these sounds, but get these sensations from these sounds. I'm going to read the lyrics. Not because they're overly complex or hard to understand. I'm just going to read them because his vocals are so layered with effects. I'm going to imagine there's so many people who might be watching this who've heard this album over and over again and don't even know what he's saying. Because I have that all the time. There's all these albums I listen to, and I'll have heard the song 1,000 times, and I'm singing along even though I don't even know what the words are. I'm just kind of like making them up as I go. So here's what he's saying in this song. Take off my disguise. I'm living someone else's life, suppressing who I was inside. So I throw 2001s in the sky. Together we're alone. In Vegas, I feel so at home. I'm falling only for the night. So I throw 2001s in the sky. Oh. That makes me think of the Christopher Walken reading Poker Face lyrics. How much to light up my star again and rewire all my thoughts. Oh, baby, won't you remind me what I am and break my cold little heart. Call me up and I'll send for you. Take me down to your altitude. I don't know if I can be alone again. I don't know if I can sleep alone again. Check my pulse for a second time. I took too much. I don't want to die. Count it up. It's all for you. Count it up. It's all for you. And of course, these lines, I don't know if I can be alone again. I don't want to be alone again. But you're paying somebody to stay for you, which is the epitome of being alone. When you're so alone, you have to pay somebody to stay with you. That's alone. But of course, it's just covered. The sound of all this is just like wonderful, rich sound that just drips with glamour and fun and sensation, but it's not. Great song. Great opener. Let's move into track 2. It's called Too Late. Looks like it's going to be the same producers. Oh, no, there's a couple more. Ilangelo Dahila, Ricky Reed at The Weeknd, and Nate. I'm not going to be able to pronounce his name, so I won't bother. I won't fuck it up. Track 2, Too Late. Great opener, though.
I let you down. I let you on. I never thought I'd be here without you. Don't let me drown inside your arms. Bad thoughts inside my mind. When the darkness comes, you're my light, baby. My light, baby. My light when it's dark. I'm too high, baby. Too high, baby.
Too high.
'Cause I know right now that I lost it. It's way too late to save our souls, baby. It's way too late.
Oh, cool. He's added sounds in here.
I made mistakes. I did you wrong, baby. It's way too late to save my
Haha. Cool. This production sounds great.
I can't trust where I live anymore.
Oh, nice hit right there. Nice hit right there.
How would they know? We're in hell, it's disguised as a paradise with flashing lights. I just wanna believe.
This is cool. This is very cool.
It's way too late to save our souls, babe.
Kind of like the patience of the song, too. It didn't like click up in tempo there. It's just staying and it's laying. I like this kind of thumping bass in the background. This thumping bass in the background reminds me of, like, so I'm not a club guy, fucking at all. No. Like, you kind of have to drag me in there, kicking and screaming. I don't like it. But I've been to a couple, and usually I get hammered because I'm miserable. I'm trying to have fun. And usually what happens is there's too many people and there's too much. I hate it. I don't like it. And so I'll like try and find a space, or I'll go outside or whatever. But you can hear the thumping right in the background. I like how they're doing the bass in this portion of the track because it's there, but it's kind of in the background. And it's really capturing this idea of what he says, something, we're in hell, it's disguised as paradise with flashing lights. You know, so that's a great line right there. But carrying off of the first track, this idea of just being fucking intoxicated in lights and all this, just surrounded by so much, but also having this weird, almost like hangover sensation and maybe trying to get away. And so hearing this like light, this bass that's somewhat muffled in the background reminds me of when I would try and like get outside of these clubs to just fucking breathe, basically. And while I don't think that's what he's trying to do in terms of like getting outside, but just this idea of being lost in this own space in his mind, maybe just lost in this specific scene, and there's the bass from the club just fucking banging around. Let me back it up just a wee smidgen, and we'll listen to it some more. Oh, neat. It kind of opens up a little bit here. Ah, fucking cool sound there. Huh. Just opens up a little bit, which is nice. I feel like I'm breathing just a little bit here. Although that sound is pretty sinister. Haha. This is cool. Very cool. So what's kind of nice, I've done the last couple albums I've sat down with have been pretty lyrical, and so it's nice to kind of have less to go through and have more straightforward. I kind of take a break there. I let you down, I led you on, I never thought I'd be here without you. One thing, as this song was progressing forward, I was kind of wondering, I've gone through tracks from different artists where they make it sound like a relationship, but sometimes the relationship isn't this girl or a romantic partner or interest, whatever. It's music, it's the industry, it's whatever. So I was wondering, is this like double meaning? But who knows? I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. Never thought I'd be here without you. Don't let me drown inside your arms. Never thought I'd be here without you. Don't let me drown inside your arms. Okay. Bad thoughts inside my mind. When the darkness comes, you're my light. My light when it's dark. I'm high, baby, too high. So he's all fucked up. And it comes through in the music, which is great. It's way too late to save our souls. Way too late. We're on our own. I made mistakes. I did you wrong. I can't trust where I live anymore. Sources say we're done. How would they know? We're in hell. It's disguised as a paradise with flashing lights. I just want to believe there's so much more. And then the lyrics mostly repeat. I know I'd rather be all over you trying, but I just want your body riding slow on top of me. I want you, babe. It's way too late. These two lines really kind of throw me off. I never thought I'd be here without you. Don't let me drown inside your arms. Bad thoughts inside my head. So I wonder if he's with one girl while thinking of another. I don't know. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to try and solve this. Let's keep going. I feel like we're getting a good trickle of a theme through this aesthetic. So let's move on to track 3, which is called Hardest to Love. The producers are The Weeknd, Max Martin, and Oscar Holter. Here we go, track 3, Hardest to Love. Haha.
So many times you're crying out behind the smiles, and I can see right through the light. Yeah. And what we had is dead.
Interesting sound on this one.
You're acting like it's still alive, and you still wanna make it right. I know, but I've been the hardest to love. You're trying to let me go.
This almost makes me think of Aphex Twin. Just a little bit. Especially these little, the way the beat's going. Makes me think of Aphex Twin. Cool beat, cool sound, good classic Weeknd vocals. You're trying to let me go. Trying. Not successful. Trying. I want to click this thing here. Oh, okay. Oh, trippy. Oh, trippy. Huh. That really piques my interest right there. So, you know, I love sitting around and trying to figure out what artists are doing artistically, what their intention is. And it's very, very possible that little outro part is just a little thing to kind of tether tracks together, and maybe this annotation here, you guys can't see it, but it's saying the instrumental outro is used as transition to the next track, Scared to Live. The instrumental technique is used several times on the album. For example, the 8th track, Faith, transition to the 9th track, Blinding Lights. Okay, so it could be as simple as just a sound to transition and tether songs together, but that track overall was a little bit lighter, a little bit less like synthesized and washed out and overproduced. Well, I don't want to say, like, when I say overproduced, I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean like lots, right? Lots. But then, you know, he's talking about, you know, I can't believe you trust me after all the rough days. You still call me up. I can't believe you want me. I've been the hardest to love. I can see it. You know, he's acknowledging these things, and it's done in a way that sounds like, you know, somewhat positive. He's trying to, you know, acknowledge this and maybe correct this or something. Well, he doesn't explicitly say he's trying to correct it. But the music has like a lighter tone to it. But then you get to the end, and it's almost like this layer of, I'm acknowledging this, I see this, oh shoot, this is I just said, oh shoot, instead of shit. Ah, shit. I see this thing happening, and oh, okay, oh no. But then what happens? What creeps in? This kind of darker, ominous, eerie sound. And I almost wonder if that's supposed to represent, you know, temptation, addiction, being pulled back to this dark place that is causing him to be the hardest to love. Maybe. I don't know. Don't regret the day we met. Don't forget the time we spent. Forget that we're in different beds. I know. So that makes me think the previous track, where it seemed like there's a conflict in the lyrics there, where it's never thought I'd be here without you, but don't let me drown inside your arms. So he's with other women, but he's thinking about this other girl, I'm assuming. You try with me so many times, you've been crying behind the smiles, I can see right through the lies. And what we had is dead inside. You're acting like it's still alive, and you want to make it right. But I've been the hardest to love. And so I love this little outro portion because it sounds like the darkness coming back to take Weeknd away again. It was fun. It was fucking cool. Let's move on to track 4, which is called Scared to Live, produced by The Weeknd, Max Martin, Oscar Holter. Here we go. Track 4. Cool album so far. I mean, we're only 3 tracks in, but great build on this aesthetic.
When I saw the signs, I should have let you go. But I kept you beside me.
Huh.
And if I held you back, at least I held you close. Should have known you were lonely.
Huh.
I know things will never be the same. Tell me lost will never be replaced. I'm the reason you forgot to love. So don't be scared to live again.
Huh.
Be scared to live again. 'Cause your heart only knows me.
Good little layer sound coming in right there.
We tried to win your love, but there was nothing left. They just made you feel lonely.
This is just like a straight up ballad. It really is just a straight up ballad, man. Kind of a banger of a ballad too. I like how he did that too. I like this right here, the vocal. Love how he does the vocals right there. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. Wow. Okay. Okay. Huh. You know, I'm not, I don't even know how I was going to say what I was going to say. When I saw the signs, I should have let you go. So the previous track, he kind of, it's almost like the extension of the previous track, Hardest to Love. When I saw the signs, I should have let you go, but I kept you beside me. If I held you back, at least I held you close. Should have known you were lonely. I know things will never be the same. Time we lost, never be replaced. I'm the reason you forgot to love, so don't be scared to live again. Don't be scared to live again. There's another line in here. Where was it? You always miss a chance to fall for someone else because your heart only knows me. They try to win your love, but there was nothing left. They just made you feel lonely. And I think I really, really like that little section because it says a lot in few words. It says, imagine you're in a relationship. It's not going great. You can tell the love is failing. It's withering away. But you're still in love with that person, and maybe they're just not in love with you, and so you're the one suffering. And the person that is no longer in love with you is giving you less attention, less affection, less, right? Just less and less and less. But then there's other people that come by and try and give you attention, like trying to kind of win you over. And all it does, instead of making you attract to them, all it does is make you realize how much is absent from your own dying relationship. And it's fucking horrible, right? That's not an easy thing to deal with, obviously. But the way he's presenting it in this track is pretty fucking brilliant, man. Pretty brilliant. Then he goes on, I'm not the man I used to be. Did some things I couldn't let you see. Refused to be the one who taints your heart. That's an interesting section. Because I think up to this point, there's at least been an understanding by this other party, this other person, that Weeknd's off doing some shit. But if he's saying, I did some things I couldn't let you see, and I refuse to be the person that taints your heart, what I feel like he's saying there too is, I'm aware of how much you love me, and I'm aware that I'm treating you wrong, and I'm aware that I need to let you go. And especially, I cannot let you see, basically, I can't let you see like how far I've gone and how bad I've been, because then your idea of love will be ruined because of me, kind of a thing. Huh. Interesting. The lyrics aren't complex, and I like that. I like that. I think there's a good kind of open mainstream style here with the lyrics, but I think there's just enough of a hint at something beneath the surface that keeps with the album theme essentially. I should have made you my only. When it's said and done, don't be scared to live again. I love how he did. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. That shit was cool too. I like that. I've been praying that you find yourself. Let's keep going. Cool little ride, man. Pretty straightforward, honestly. Pretty straightforward. Just good listening, good production, good Weeknd style vocals, aesthetic, everything. Just hitting on all cylinders in terms of the Weeknd here. So Snowchild is track 5. Il Angelo, The Weeknd, Dahila. Let's drop into Snowchild. Did I break Spotify? Yeah. Spotify on the desktop, if you pause right at the end of a song and then try to play the next song, it won't do it. It's incredible. So here I got to do Scared to Live. Okay, here's Snowchild. Try again. There we go. Ah, cool little start out here on the beat. always like these like really light tap drum beats. Well, I guess they're not drum beats, but these taps.
16. If I didn't make it, then I'd probably make my wrist bleed. Not to mislead, turn my nightmares into big dreams. Whole squad mobbing, even though we only 6 deep. I was singing notes while my niggas play with 6 keys. Walking in the snow before I ever made my wrist freeze. For that money I was feeling. Cali was the mission, but now a nigga leaving.
Cool. Cool. I like how it kind of shifts over into like this saturated synth sound.
She like my futuristic sound in the
nice
new
sharp
spaceship.
pause right there.
Futuristic sex, give a Philip K dick.
Little
She
laser
never
beat
need
sound.
a man, she what a man need. So I keep on falling for her daily. Jet so big, got a business and a coach. Always living on the road, rocking Louis Alamo, nigga. And for that money I've been feeling. Cali was the mission, but now a nigga leaving.
I like the hit on the chorus right there. That's cool. This song has this nice mood in the production of being contemplative. It's a little bit slower. It's a little bit more, it's less bombarding in terms of the sound. There's still good, rich sound, but it's not like really pushing on you like some of the opening tracks were. And you do kind of get this sense of just kind of wandering around a little bit, as especially when he's getting into this leaving portion. And there's these light taps, that beat with the light taps, it's almost like a clock ticking type of a thing. Maybe, but it just puts that element of time in there and wandering.
Never lived in it. Zero edge pool, never dipped in it. Superstar neighbor in my business. Paparazzi trying to catch me slipping it. Going on tour is my vacation. Every month another accusation. Only thing I'm phobic of is failing. I was never blessed with any patience, so a nigga leaving.
I like on this final chorus, it didn't hit. It just slows up, opens up, spaces out. I like Snowchild a lot. I like this one a lot. This one, I think this is, you know, I've enjoyed the album so far, but Snowchild for me, I'm liking a lot because this is like, I want to just get in my car at night and drive and listen to this and let my mind just wander off, you know, perfect nighttime driving track. He's got a little bit of lyrics in here too. Used to pray when I was 16, if I didn't make it, then I'd probably make my wrist bleed. Not to mislead, turn my nightmares into big dreams. I kind of like this because it seems like he's just reflecting back a bit. Whole squad mobbing, even though we were only 6 deep. I was singing notes while my friends played with 6 keys. I like this. Walking in the snow before I ever made my wrist freeze. So that's like diamond bracelet, right? I was blowing smoke. Had me dizzy like Gillespie. I don't know what that is. Abel name drops musician John Burke's Dizzy Gillespie, one of the iconic band leaders who pioneered the bebop subgenre of jazz. Oh, there we go. I learned something. Had no homes. We were living in the dead streets. You couldn't find me like I'm Hoffa, so Jimmy Hoffa. Cover girls jumping on the page like they're pop-ups. Pretty good right there. Spending all my money on these people I brought up, taking care of their families for my brothers when they're locked up. I had nothing to believe in. That line really stands out to me. I had nothing to believe in. I had nothing to believe in. Huh. I guess, I mean, maybe he just thought, I'll never make it. I'll never make it. I don't know. But at the same time, it's coming after talking about spending all this money and take care of these people, you know? Couldn't even breathe. Double cup leaning, couldn't even breathe for that money I was fiending. Maybe his mind, his thoughts are kind of just bouncing around a little bit. And at one point, maybe he was like, I got nothing to believe. I'm never going to fucking make it. And then Cali was the mission, but now we're leaving. Leaving into the night. And then he gets into, there's some good little wordplay like, Shady and Jay-Z, Mercedes, Patrick Swayze, a couple of references there, Dirty Dancing. But where was it? I don't know. I don't even remember what I was looking for now. Going on tour is my vacation. So cool little lyrical contrast there, where at one point he's thinking I had nothing to believe in, and now going on tour is my vacation. It's change of status there, change of fortune. 20 mil mansion, never lived in it. 0 edge pool, never dipped in it. This is where I truly believe that some of these artists, some of these guys, whether they're movie stars, whether they're musicians, athletes, these people that are, kind of at the top of the game and making all this money, they kind of don't give a fuck about the money. It's just what they're doing that they love so much. Because if I had a $20 million mansion, I would be there all the time. And I would be in the 0 edge pool and I'd be having margaritas at 11 o'clock in the morning. Like I wouldn't go on tour. I'm all done. I made it, y'all. I don't fucking need to do anything for the rest of my life. I'm done. Done. Anyway. Cool song. I like Snowchild quite a bit. I like that one. I'll have to try and remember Snowchild. Let's move on to track 6, which is called Escape from LA, which is a great title after we just got done expressing, leaving California. We're leaving. We're going on tour. Maybe we're going on tour. Metro Boomin's producing on this one, and we got Elangelo and The Weeknd. Here we go. Track 6, Escape from LA. Longer song, too, about 6 minutes. Huh. Seems to be keeping the contemplative mood sound a bit here. A little bit slower in tempo, which is cool.
Your pillow talk to me about the men who try to get between us. They buy you bags and jewelry, yeah. They think your kindness is so weak. No, you don't give it up so easy, baby. But you just wanted my attention. You just wanted my affection. You got me tattooed on your mind.
Huh.
You just want me all the time. We'll figure out I shouldn't find a way. It's never what it seems. Take me out of LA. Take me out of LA.
I like this song too. A lot. I like this one a lot. First thing that comes to mind is Kanye, of course, right? Please, no more parties in LA. Please, no more parties in LA. I haven't heard that song in a while, but that's the first thing that comes to mind. Then the second song that comes to mind is, of course, Tool, Enema, the song that is just specifically written about hoping LA is swallowed up by a giant earthquake and it falls into the ocean. Oh, God. Fucking LA. Escape from LA. When it comes to all these hoes, I'll never chase, but this world is such an evil place. These hoes will always find a way. Because when I'm on the liquor, I go crazy, and for that pussy, I'm a slave. So he's clearly has feelings for this specific girl. And other guys are trying to hit on her, and she's maybe letting that happen and telling him about it to try and, pay attention to me, and he's acknowledging it, but he's also wildly distracted by the ladies. Let's keep going. Cool sound so far. I like this track a lot. I like the slower pace of it.
I'm in this spider Porsche cruising down the street. Black on black, Venom covered teeth. Keanu Reeves way a nigga speed. Diamond cross hanging off of me. Fighting for my soul, Constantine, which is the movie Keanu was in. But none of that matters to you.
Huh.
Take me out
love this chorus. I love this chorus. I love the chorus because it's doing so many things together well. It sounds kind of lost in beauty, but he's also saying, "Take me out of LA. This place will be the end of me," which is perfect for being lost in the beauty. I personally can't stand LA. And look, LA's beautiful. If you've never been to LA is beautiful. The weather's beautiful. There's lots of shit to do there. I just fucking hate the traffic. I fucking hate traffic. You can't go anywhere in LA. You just can't. And it drives me insane. I hate it. I've always hated it. I hate trying to get through that place because I go through LA all the time to get to San Diego, where I love being. And you just can't get anywhere. So like the angry, bitter, spiteful side of me that just like grinds his teeth when I'm driving through LA is like, yeah, get me out of this place. But in terms of like the function of the song too, and the story that's being told, you're being swallowed up in this beautiful, wonderful trap. You know, I've got everything I've wanted. Where is it? Because I got everything I wanted. I got the money, got the cars, Ceiling with the Stars, everything I wanted, but nothing without you. Something that was interesting to me on this part was, gave you everything you wanted: power, life, space, you can shine, everything you wanted, but none of that matters to you. Notice how he doesn't mention love. That's what she's wanting. That's what was discussed earlier. But at least in the concept of the album too, that's being acknowledged. So it's not like he's unaware. He's just acknowledging that, which is great. Let's keep going. Cool sound on this. I think we'll finish this up. Hopefully I won't pause anymore and ruin it. Interesting turn here.
She pulled up to the studio. Nobody's watching. She closed the door and then she locked it for me, for me. We had sex in the studio. Nobody walked. I cut my purse and then she popped it for me, for me. LA girls all look the same. I can recognize.
Haha.
She gon' ride till sweat fall down her spine. She's all mine for the night.
Haha.
She's all mine until he calls her line. She pulled up to the studio. Nobody's watching for me.
And it just kind of hangs there. Some interesting things that are being said here without like explicitly being said. You know, LA is this trap. Gotta get out of LA. Please, let's get out of LA. Then he's talking about LA girls all look the same to me. So whoever this girl was that pulled up to the studio, this is not his, I don't know what to call the other, you know, the other love interest in this album, but I'll just say girlfriend, I guess. I don't know. Not his girlfriend, not his love interest. This is an LA girl. Shows up, locks the door. And something that is standing out to me is he's in the studio. So he's in the studio. Remember earlier he's talking about going on tour is my vacation, which I've kind of found a little surprising, honestly, because from what I understand, from what I've heard in terms of just stories, you know, interviews and stuff, going on tour is kind of a grind. It's a lot of work. You're traveling, a lot of setup, a lot of all that kind of shit, right? But going on tour is his vacation. He's at work. He's in the studio. He's at work. And she shows up. And what's really happening here? This is, you know, he can't stop fucking these girls. He just can't. Whatever. There you go. So that gives the line "going on tour is my vacation" a little bit more weight, because what he's saying is, I get the fuck out of LA. Going on tour is my escape from LA. And if LA is this just trap for him, that's his escape. So that makes more sense now. A lot more sense. And then, they all look the same. Can't recognize the work done on their face. I don't criticize. She's a cold-hearted bitch with no shame, but her throat too fire. So she's doing a good job. Got chrome hearts hanging from the neck, and her ship's going wild. She's going to write, let's see. She's all mine for the night. She's all mine until she calls her line. So she's just showing up to fuck him and then leave. Just another meaningless encounter, basically. And it's fucking eating away at him. It's really eating away at him. But again, what's so cool with how he's doing this is it's still wrapped up in this just wonderful sound, this aesthetic, This doesn't sound bad. Like, listening to these songs sound great on the production. And, you would think, well, yeah, Bob, everybody tries to make the song sound good. No, go listen to some industrial metal. Go listen to Death Grips, There are artists out there are songs out there that sound harsh, rough, on purpose to push this idea. He's not doing that. Just everything sounds fucking incredible on this album. And I think that's capturing this feeling. You get into I'm Fighting for My Soul, Constantine. Keanu Reeves, the way he speeds, Diamond Cross hanging off of me, Fighting for My Soul, Constantine. I haven't seen Constantine in forever. I forget who Keanu Reeves is, his character is. I forget what that character... It's heaven and hell and all this other shit. But this idea, I'm fighting for my soul. I'm stuck in LA. I'm fighting for my soul. My relationship with my girl is failing. It's because of me. I'm going to taint her idea of love. I have to hide these things that I'm doing. All of this shit is being said under this veil of incredible sound. And he's acknowledging that he's gotten everything that he's wanted, and she just wants my affection. God, dude, this is really pretty incredible. Let's keep going, man. This is a fucking great ride. Great ride. Track 7's called Heartless. I'm sure this will be an uplifting turn to the steward. Produced by Dre Moon, Il Angelo, The Weeknd, and more. Metro Boomin. Drop it into track 7, Heartless. Kind of taking a more of a upbeat turn here.
Trying to find the one that can fix me. I've been dodging death in the 6-speed. Amphetamine got my stomach feeling sickly. I want it all now. I've been running through the pussy, need a dog pound. 100 models getting faded in a compound. Trying to love me, but they never get a pulse down. Cause I'm heartless.
Back to my ways. Could be. Very catchy. Cool song. Good beat, man. Good beat. Never be a wedding plan for the heartless. Wow. Kind of surprised it slowed down a little bit here. Kind of surprised. I thought this was going to be more of a banger. But I think that's great. It shows how much it lingers in his mind. Oh, nice. Nice. too, man. You know, and what I love about that one is I feel like the Weeknd does a great job of using musical different sounds to kind of push different moods, different ideas and stuff. And with this one, it's a little bit more upbeat. And why is it? Because he's kind of back in that zone again, right? He's touching on it in the opening verse here. Never need a bitch. I'm what a bitch needs. Trying to fix the one that can, or trying to find the one that can fix me up and dodging death. And the 6-speed, which has got to be his card, right? Like manual transmission. Well, the annotation is making all these references. I think that just literally means a 6-speed, like manual transmission, like driving fast, right? Anyway, amphetamines got my stomach feeling sickly, or my stomach, my stomach. I've never heard that before. I want it all now. I've been running through the pussy, need to. And the beat is like hitting, and it's almost like the hungry side of them, the addicted side of them, the I need more type of side of them. And so you've got this cool beat. It's a little bit more up tempo. It's more of like a banger type of thing. I'm back in my ways. I'm heartless. All this money, all this pain's got me heartless. Low life for life because I'm heartless. So you've got this side where it's almost like buying into it. You know, yeah, this is who I am and this is what I'm going to be. And there's never going to be a wedding plan. Yeah, so much pussy is falling out of the pocket. It's going through it. But then you get into this other bit, this bridge, where the beat, that drum beat goes away. I lost my heart and my mind. I try to always do right. I thought I lost you this time. You just came back into my life. You never gave up on me. I'll never know what you see. I don't do well alone. You can hear it clear in my tone. I love that final line. You can hear it clear in my tone. Because the people who know you well, they can hear the pain in your voice. My wife and I have known each other for a long time. A long time. And there are just these tiny, subtle hints that we don't even give on purpose that we can pick up on from each other. So when you know somebody well and they know you well, and you're trying to cover it up, you're trying to pretend like, oh no, I'm fine, I'm this and that. No, I can hear it in your voice. That kind of shit. That's. So I love that he put that line in there. You can hear it clear in my tone. And in that section, the beat goes away. So he's got these, sonically, he's kind of representing these two sides that are inside of him. So cool fucking track, man. Cool track. It's a great ride. One thing I really like about The Weeknd is, you know, on one hand I go, oh, you know, I've heard a decent amount of his albums now, and they seem to be similar in concept and theme and stuff like that. And one part of me would kind of go, oh, well, you know, do something different. But I think really this is just the life he's living. So I'm not going to criticize that at all. But because of that, you know, the positive side of that slight criticism there is that I really trust what he's doing with his music as he's expressing these things, because he does it so well. He does it very, very well. Cool track. Very cool track. This is a cool little ride, man. You know, honestly, I'm kind of surprised overall by the overall tone. I've heard Blinding Lights over and over again. I love that. So I thought it was going to be more like that. Maybe the back half does that. Who knows? We'll find out here pretty soon. But I'm kind of surprised by, it's been a little bit more of the slower side. Just a little bit slower tempo overall up to now. Kind of surprised. Well, let's keep going. This is fucking great, man. This is fun. Really fun. Track 8 is called Faith. More Metro Boomin, more Il Angelo, more The Weeknd. Drop it in. Track 8. Curious to see how this persistence presence of this love interest plays out for the rest of the album. Oh wow, nice beat, nice beat. Good beat. feel everything from my body to my soul.
But if I OD, I want you to OD right beside me. I want you to follow right behind me. I want you to hold me while I'm smiling.
Wow.
And if you know me, when I go missing, you know where to find me. Driving down the boulevard is blinding. Always blinded by the desert lights. And I'm alive when I feel everything. I feel everything from my body to my
So much sound coming through right here. Tons of sound. I want to touch on something real quick. This is very interesting to me. Talking about light up a blunt with the flame, put that cocaine on a plate. Molly with the purple rain. I lost my faith, so I cut away the pain, got it swimming in my veins, and my mind is out of place because I lost my faith. I feel everything from my body to my soul. When I'm coming down is when I feel, when the most I feel alone. Sober for a year, now it's time for me to go back in my own ways. Took a half a Xanax, and I'm still awake. Drake took half a Xanax and slept the whole flight. 13 hours, out like a light. 13, yeah. That's funny. It's in the annotation too. What's this? I choose Vegas if they offer Heaven's Gate. Heaven or Las Vegas, a song from Weeknd's mixtape Thursday. Sin City, of course. Is there like Heaven's Gate in Vegas? No. I'm somewhat familiar with Vegas, but I just wanted to see if there was actually a Heaven's Gate, like some place that they called Heaven's Gate. Anyway. If I OD, I want you to OD beside me. I want you to follow right behind me, hold me while I'm smiling, while I'm dying. God damn, that shit's crazy. Driving down the boulevard is blinding, always blinded by the desert lights. The next track is called Blinding Lights. But then he says, I'm alive when I feel everything. And I don't know how to take that because I feel everything. Feel everything from my body to my soul. But he's all up on the drugs too. I don't know. A little mixed up. I thought I had something there, and now that I read it carefully and think about it, I'm more confused than I am having answers question to answer this question.
I'm losing my religion every day. Time hasn't been kind to me.
His vocals are getting layered with effects again. He's losing himself again. He's losing himself again. Trippy. Did he OD? Did he actually OD? This feels like somebody who's right on the edge. Very dreamy, floaty conscious. God, the sound is so rich. This is insane. I mean, that feels like somebody teleporting out of their body. Doesn't it? I mean, just bathed in city lights, slowly fading away. Just drugs and drugs and drugs, and now they're finally shutting down. The body is giving up. While I'm dying, if you know me, when I go missing, you know where to find me. Driving down the boulevard is blinding. I was blinded by the desert light. So, like, it seems like what he's saying in this, you know, he relapses, gets all fucked up. He's driving through Vegas. The siren makes me think of an emergency response vehicle, obviously, but I'm assuming ambulance, not necessarily cops, but ambulance. So, like, does he crash his car? But he says that I ended up in the back of a flashing car, but that could be the ambulance too. Let's listen to Blinding Light. Now, going from this to Blinding Lights is wild because I know this song. I'm glad to finally sit down with it and read the lyrics because I don't know all the words. I just hum along with the shit that I don't know and then ooh, I'm blinded by the light. Faith is cool. This whole album is cool. Good shit, man. Good shit. Okay, well, let's move on. Track 9, called Blinding Lights. 4.2 billion streams so far on Spotify. Goddamn. Oscar Holter, Max Martin, and The Weeknd have created a smash hit with Blinding Lights, track 9. It's not going to play. Oh, there it goes. Okay. This song's so good. It's so good, man. God, this song is so good.
I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I
When I'm like this, you're the one I trust. Oh, I didn't know that's what he was saying. That's like fucking pivotal in terms of where we are in the album. When I'm like this, you're the one I trust.
I'm running out of time.
Wow.
'Cause I can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road in overdrive, baby. Oh, the city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I'm just coming back to let you know I can never say it on the phone. They'll never let you go this time. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights.
Such a great song. Oh my god, dude, it's amazing. It's so good.
I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch.
But now, gotta figure out how this lands in terms of music video. Yeah, okay. In terms of the context of the album, like coming off of Faith into that is this huge change between songs, but also on the album. You know, the album, we're kind of at the halfway point, but the album has had nothing like this in terms of like beat, tempo, style going, you know, so far. And so there's a couple lines. Blinded by the lights, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Drowning in the night. When I'm like this, you're the one I trust. So that line's huge. When I'm like this, you're the one I trust. I'm just calling back to let you know I could never say it on the phone. We'll never let you go this time. So I wonder, this almost feels like maybe if in Faith he's talking about he's off the wagon. He was sober for a year, but now he's back on the Xanax and he's on all this shit. He's all fucked up. Like maybe the idea is he crashed his car. He almost died. He doesn't. Comes out of it and he's like got this resurgence of, oh my God, I got my second chance. You know? And so this is it. I'm going through withdrawals. I don't have much to do. You can turn me on with just a touch. I wonder if the going through withdrawals thing is like literally a drug withdrawal, or if it's both, like the drug and her, not having her around. Sin City's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can't see clearly when you're gone. So this song feels like second chance. Holy shit. I almost fucking died. I almost lost everything. And I'm still here. And this person is still in my life. And this is my second chance. That's how I'm going to take that for now. We'll see how it goes. Let's move on to track 10, which is called In Your Eyes. When I was pulling up the track lists and all this stuff, or the lyrics, it reminded me, oh yeah, In Your Eyes, the Peter Gabriel song. I like that song. I haven't listened to it. Well, I put it on. And I remembered, oh yeah, they had this in Deadpool. And it was fucking hilarious in the movie Deadpool. Anyway, let's drop in track 10, In Your Eyes. Okay. I was curious to see, are we going to keep like this up tempo? Are we going to shift out of this slower, darker, and move up a little bit?
I just pretend that I'm in the dark. I don't regret, 'cause my heart can't.
Cool beat. Kind of like this like synthetic funk. I like it. It's almost like a funky bass line, but it's all synthetic.
I don't ever wanna know. I could tell what you done, yeah. When I look at you in your eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
There's something burning inside you. Oh, inside you. I tried to find love in someone else.
Oh, I like the little pause, but then it just drops right back in again. This feels very much like Second Chance. So Blinding Lights feels like Second Chance, like waking up and going, oh fuck, and like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I have a second chance. And this feels like the second part of that, of acknowledging this person, acknowledging this other person he cares about, that's been there, that he has been hurting, and just going, oh shit, I can't fuck this up, I can't lose this. And I like how there's this. I like how the beat has totally taken a turn in terms of what we've been hearing from the first half of the album. I just pretend that I'm in the dark and I don't regret because my heart can't take a loss. I'm just pretending. I'm just pretending these things because it hurts me too much to acknowledge it. I'd rather be so oblivious. I'd rather be with you. When it's said, when it's done, I don't ever want to know. I can tell what you've done when I look at you. And I like this whole, I know it hurts to smile, but you try to. You always try to hide the pain. You always know just what to say. I always look the other way. I'm blind. I'm blind. You lie, but I don't let it define you. Let's keep going. This is a fucking cool song. And I like how the album's taking a turn.
When I look at you in your eyes.
Great. Just great song, too. Like, just great beat. Great song. Great sound. Another thing I noticed, too, is his vocals are clean. You know, they're not layered and layered and layered. So he sounds clean. Yeah, this is a fucking banger right here. Oh my god. I love that saxophone, man. That reminds me of another song. I can't remember it right now. Yeah, that was fucking great. That was fantastic. You know, I love Blinding Lights, but In Your Eyes is amazing too. The next one's Save Your Tears, almost 2 billion streams. So we're like in total bangerville right now. Just bangers, bangers, bangers all over the place. Cool track. Cool track. I already kind of hit the lyrics. I don't really think he said anything new after I did that pause and talked about it a bit. I tried to find love in someone else too many times, but I hope you know I mean it when I tell you you're the only one that was on my mind. And I, you know, like I get it, the idea, you know, and look, this isn't a criticism on the Weeknd. I like what he's doing here. I mean, he's just telling this story. But I'm just imagining someone trying to tell me that, oh, I was thinking of you the whole time. I don't fucking care. Get out of my goddamn life, man. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, I was thinking of you the whole time. That shit won't work for me. No, won't work for me. Anyway, let's move on to track 10, which is called Save Your Tears. Producers Oscar Holt, Max Martin, The Weeknd. Drop it in. Track 11. Ooh, have I heard this before?
I saw you dancing in a crowded room.
Have I heard this
So
before?
happy when I'm not with you. But then you saw me, caught you by surprise. A single teardrop falling from your eye.
Oh, the sound, the richness of the production. God damn. It's so good.
I'll make you cry when I run away. You could have asked me why I broke your heart. You could
This is fucking great, dude. Oh my god, man. This is insane. It is so catchy. So catchy.
wasn't there and just pretended like you didn't care.
This, that, right there. This like other synth layer on top is so good. I may have heard this before. It sounds familiar. I don't know it, but it sounds familiar. God, this shit is so fucking catchy.
I said some things that I should never say.
Cool little shift right here. Kind of breaks out of the banger and more into a contemplative state. Just a second there. This shit is probably so good live. Just the whole crowd, man, going nuts. Yeah, fucking banger. Oh my god, that was so good. That was so good. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. I'm glad I sat down with this. This is cool, man. This is very cool. So interesting turn in the story, though. She's moved on. She's moved on as of this moment. Saw you dancing in a crowded room. You look so happy when I'm not with you. Relief. Right? Finally broke away from this thing. Finally got away from this person who will not acknowledge my love, who will not reciprocate my love. But then you saw me, caught you by surprise, a single teardrop falling from your eye. So we don't really know what that means. You know, that could be a positive, that could be a negative, it could be a combination of both. I don't know why I run away. I make you cry when I run away. You could have asked me why I broke your heart. You could have told me that you fell apart. But you walked past me like I wasn't there and just pretended like you didn't care. And that is, of course, same thing with the teardrop, right? Does she actually mean it or not? I don't know. Find out. Take me back because I want to stay. Save your tears for another day. I made you think that I would always stay. I said some things I should never say. I broke your heart like someone did to mine. Now you won't love me for a second time. And I think that's it in terms of the lyrics. Yeah. Yeah. So the relationship is kind of at a precipice, a threshold, whatever you want to call it. And of course it happens after this, I don't know if you want to call it a near-death experience, but after this second chance, whatever it was that happened in Faith, that then he survived and shifted into Blinding Lights, and now he's kind of like recovering. But now, will he actually retain the relationship? What are we on? Track 12 is called Repeat After Me. It's a little interlude. It's 3 minutes long. We'll see if I pause in the middle or not. Producers are Kevin Parker, Wano Tricks, and Point Never. So totally different production crew here. Track 12, Repeat After Me. Oh, repeat after me. You don't love him. You don't love him.
You don't love him. You don't love him.
Huh.
You don't love him if you're thinking of me. You don't love him. You're just fucking. You're just fucking. It means nothing to me. You don't love him.
Huh.
You don't love him. You don't love him.
That upbeat tempo has gone away. Clearly.
You're just fucking. You're just fucking. It means nothing to me. You don't have to cry, girl. Let me wipe your eyes. Your eyes, your eyes. I promise you I'll always be mine. Oh, just repeat after me.
Just repeat after me. Huh. So this little interlude, to me, the way I take this was save your tears and repeat after me. He shows up to the party. She's there. She doesn't know he's going to be there. They see each other. She starts to cry, walks by him, pretends like she doesn't care. He's not, all that shit, right? I feel like this is him going after her. Him going after her. He saw her with this other guy. She looks so happy, catches her by surprise. She goes walking by him. He pursues her, catches up to her, and she's telling him, no, I'm with this guy now, and blah, blah, blah. And he's telling her, no, you don't love him. You don't love him. But I'm with him now. No, you don't love him. You don't love him. Why are you even going to try to hide? It's natural to find someone to treat you right, but it ain't right if you fuck him out of spot. You don't have to cry, girl. Let me wipe your eyes. I promise you'll always be mine. Just repeat after me. So I feel like this bit of the story is him just catching up to the girl. No, look, but I'm with him. No, it don't matter. It don't matter. No, we're going to be together. We're going to be together. So that's how I take that. It's kind of a brilliant album. I was thinking at one point, like, is this all just one night? It's called After Hours. But is this all one night? And who knows? I mean, it doesn't really play well with my idea of him getting into like this accident or whatever in Faith and then kind of having this second chance, because at one point he was all fucked up and then he's like snapped out of it. So maybe it's like the next day or something, but you could almost take this concept of just, this is one night. Almost. We'll see. I don't know. But that's what I get from Repeat After Me. Is he caught up with her and he's just now trying to convince her, no, it's okay. We're going to be together. Track 13 is called After Hours. Il Angelo, Tehila, The Weeknd, and Mario Winans. Here we go. Track 13, After Hours. This one's another banger too. Almost sneaking up on a Billy for listens. 922 million streams.
Thought I almost died in my dream again.
I like this.
Fighting for my life, I couldn't breathe again. I'm falling into new.
I like how he's falling in too deep and it sounds like he's falling vocally. Neat beat.
Cause my heart belongs to you. I'll risk it all for you. I'm falling too deep.
His kind of sounds sinister. They're falling in too deep. I don't know. This could be taking a turn for the darkness again, the way it's going.
so alone inside of this crowded room. Different girls on the floor distracting my thoughts of you. I turned into the man I used to be.
Ah, cool hit with that other sound right there.
I'd give it all just to hold you close. Sorry that I broke.
Yeah, I like that like kind of crunchy synth sound right there.
Never coming up. I was running away.
This is a fucking cool song. But this might be my favorite.
Wasting all of my time on living my fantasies. Oh, baby.
I don't want to pause. I don't want to pause. I just want to keep listening to it. I'm just going to listen all the way through it. This is a great fucking song. I love the different production elements that kind of keep dropping in and out. Fucking cool. Oh, and I like that it lets up here. Yeah. This is my favorite from the album. This is fucking cool.
I know it's all my fault. Made you put down your guard. I know I made you fall. And said you were wrong for me. I lied to you, I lied to you, I lied to you. Can't hide the truth, I stayed with her in spite of you. I hold you down and I let you go. This time I won't break your heart. Your heart, no.
Fucking fantastic. I love that song. Love that song. That's my favorite off the album. Easily. I fucking love that track. Know what I love about the end there? He's been doing stuff with his vocals, layers and effects and all this other stuff to kind of represent different things, right? And when he's all fucked up and he's with the strip club at the strip club with the girls, his voice is all layered and effect. This is the cleanest and clearest his voice has been on the whole album. Right here. And that's very important. I personally believe that is intentional. That's specific. That's done on purpose. This is why I get so excited about The Weeknd, man. This is why I've enjoyed his music, but like as I've gone through his music, I'm just like, yeah, The Weeknd. He's just like moves up my own personal list, right? This is the clearest his voice has been. And this is what he's saying. I know it's all my fault. Made you put your guard down. I know I made you fall. Then said you were wrong for me. So fucks her all up and then gaslights her over it, right? I lied to you. Can't hide the truth. I'd stay with her in spite of you. That part I don't fully get. Let's click on this. Oh, well, this is like relationships, whatever. I'm not going to worry about that. This is his like actual in-life relationships. You did some things that you regret, still ride for you, because this house is not a home without my baby. Where are you now when I need you most? I gave it all just to hold you close. Sorry that I broke your heart. And I said, baby, I'll treat you better than I did before. I'll hold you down and not let you go. This time I won't break your heart. Great fucking song. God, the production elements were so cool. I liked how much variety exists. Great beat, and then things were coming in and dropping out and coming back and cycling back around. Fucking cool. I thought I almost died in my dream again. And what is this dream? The nightmare of being this fucking star, right? Swept up in this like almost alternate life. Fighting for my life, I couldn't breathe. I'm falling in too deep. Without you, I can't sleep. My heart belongs to you. I risk it all for you. I want you next to me. This time I'll never leave. I want to share babies, protection we won't need. Your body next to me is just a memory. I'm falling in too deep. Without you, I can't sleep. Insomnia, relieve. Talk to me. Without you, I can't breathe. Now, this opening part was had more of a sinister sound to it. And I like that he did that because it feels like if she isn't there, this person that he cares about, whoever he's talking about, and I'm sticking within the concept of the album, the story with the album. Whoever he actually means is kind of irrelevant, in my opinion. You know, this is more of just the theme of the album. I like how he's kind of sonically presented this idea of, if you're not here, you know, if I'm saying all these things, but there's this kind of sinister sound, I'm going to fall off into this pit again, into this darkness, this trap. I won't be able to escape. Like, I need you to help me stay out of this. Which, of course, if you go back to the beginning and you think about some of the other stuff that's been said, well, she was there to begin with and he was in the trap. So there is this other element too. And he's done a great job of kind of presenting it between the lines of, I need you in my life and I need you back. And if you're not here, I'm going to fall into ruin. But he fell into ruin when she was there. So what basis does she have to believe him in this situation? My darkest hours, girl, I felt so alone inside of this crowded room. Different girls on the floor, distracting my thoughts of you. This line stood out. I turned into the man I used to be. Used to be. What does that mean? You know, does that mean, who knows? And there's an annotation. I'm not going to click it because I'm not going to read it because I won't agree with it. The annotation would be 100% right. Like, no, they're wrong. Fuck them. Blah, blah, blah. Let's move on. Just so I can get closer to you inside my dream. I would put myself to sleep and get closer to you inside my dreams. Didn't want to wake up unless you were beside me. Just wanted to call and say, where are you? Yeah, fucking cool, man. That's my favorite one off the album. Save Your Tears is great. Snowchild's great. Blinding Lights, of course, is a massive hit. In Your Eyes was good too, but After Hours, I love the beat, the tone, everything on After Hours. That was fucking cool. This is the final track for the album, the standard album. So we'll see. How does this end? Until I Bleed Out, produced by Prince 85, Not in Bed, Metro Boomin, The Weeknd, and this guy, I can't. Some of these producer names are just 10 Tricks. Oh, 10 Tricks. Okay. Jesus Christ. You guys, make it easier for Hero Pop-Up to read your names, please. God damn. Anyway, final track off of what would be the normal released album, Until I Bleed Out. Here we go, track 14. Now, this is a trilogy, so while I would hope things get tied up, I'm expecting it. I guess it won't. It's probably just going to roll into Dawn FM, and there you go. Can't move. So paralyzed.
Can't explain why I'm terrified. I'm so terrified. Well, I don't wanna touch the sky no more. I just wanna feel the ground when I'm coming down. It's been way too long, and I don't even wanna get high no more. Just want it out of my life, out of my life, out.
I want out of my life.
You out of my dreams. Till I bleed it out. Till I bleed it. 'Cause I'm bleeding out. I'm bleeding. Girl, I'm bleeding. I keep telling myself I don't need it. I keep telling myself I don't need it anymore. I keep telling myself
This is fucking cool, man. I'm so excited to talk about this. I can't wait. So I think there's a very specific element here playing into this track, and it came in. Was it Snowchild? It may have been Snowchild. Where's the one where he was kind of rapping a bit? Snowchild. Okay, Snowchild, track 5. I used to pray when I was 16. If I didn't make it, then I'd probably make my wrist bleed. So he's trying to make it back at 16. That's his dream, right? Now, on, where are we? Until I Bleed Out. I don't want to touch the sky no more. I just want to feel the ground when I'm coming down. It's been way too long. Don't want to get high no more. I just want it out of my life. Out of my life. I want to cut you out of my dreams till I'm bleeding out. I want to cut you out of my mind till I'm bleeding out. I keep telling myself I don't need it anymore. Maybe that was the previous track. Oh, shit. There was another line somewhere. Fuck. I don't remember where it was. Thought I almost died in my dream again. Basically, let's not get too wrapped up in that. Basically, you have a concept early in the album where he's trying to make it. He wants to be, big and all this other stuff. That's the dream. And if I don't make it, I'll just, cut my wrists. And now what does he have? And I don't know, in the context of this album, this girl, this relationship, I don't know where she exists in this timeline of him making it. I talk with my hands a lot. Like Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands. I just fucking wave them about like I'm casting a goddamn spell or something. Now he has all the things that he wanted, right? Trying to make it big. He hoped for. And what has it done? It's destroyed his life. It's destroyed his life and he wants out. And now what does he want? He wants the girl. And if he can't get the girl, he wants to cut her out until he bleeds out. Like, not like some huge revolutionary idea, but I love how it was just kind of carefully placed in the album through this story arc. He's got everything, but everything that he wanted, that he finally obtained, that he used to think he wanted so badly that if he didn't get it, he'd kill himself. Now, everything that he's gotten is what's destroying his life. Because it sounds like, at this point in the story, she did not come back to him. And so now his house is not a home because it's without his baby. I want to click this final annotation. I keep telling myself I don't need it anymore. What is this referring to? Here's what the annotation reads. Abel tries to convince himself he doesn't need the drugs or love, but ultimately knows he can't live a happy life without them. When the album is replayed immediately afterwards, it is clear that there's a cycle. Abel can try and stay away from his addictions, but as he sees how lonely his life is, he falls into his old ways of sex and drugs. Yep. So we kind of touched on that a little bit earlier. I was talking about that on After Hours, where he's teetering on this edge and he needs her, but he had her to begin with, and he still fell into this hole. Man, you guys, I gotta tell you, we're an hour and 52 minutes in. So we'll just call it 2 hours. That was the fastest 2 hours of my life. I had so much fun listening to that. So much fun. I think a lot of it for me, I trust the Weeknd. I trust the producers. I trust these guys and what they're doing sonically. They do a good job of pushing certain sounds and then taking them away and pushing other sounds when they're doing different ideas lyrically. But I think another part too, something that makes this very enjoyable for me is I get the lyrics. I was thinking the other day, what was it? I don't remember how it came out. Oh, I think it was all the Drake and Kendrick beef tracks and stuff. And I'm not immersed in hip hop culture. That's just a fact. That's all there is to it. So there's a lot of stuff, especially in those diss tracks. People are saying this and that about this place and that person, and I have no fucking clue what's going on. And I wondered, man, what's it like to listen to these songs and have that knowledge and to go through these lyrics with 100% knowledge? I think with this, not that these lyrics are complex and, hard to figure out, but basically there's no like question marks here for me. So it's a different experience. There's still more songs. We got the bonus tracks. I'll listen to those too, but I'm just pausing right here for the album. That was fucking great. Oh man, that was great. I was hesitant on doing this. There was a lot of other requests that people wanted me to do, but that's always the case. I'm trying to get over that. I'm trying to get over this whole, they want me to do this and this person wants that and this person's been bugging me for months and these people want. It doesn't fucking matter, unfortunately. I hate to say that because I don't want it to come off as I don't care what anybody wants. The truth is I do care. I want to listen to all of it, but I can't. I can't listen to all of it. And so I just have to pick and just deal with it. And there you go. But I'm very happy I picked After Hours. This is a great album. Great album.
And what's so cool is there's layers to it and there's a story to it, but it's very digestible as well. Like if you don't give a fuck about anything on it, you can just listen to it and enjoy the sound. No problem. It does that so well also. But if you want to dig into it, there's substance. Very fucking cool. Okay. I guess I don't really have a lot of closing thoughts. I think it's mostly because I've got more tracks to listen to. Let's listen to the bonus tracks, and then maybe I'll drop into like an official closing thoughts here. So far, well, I guess some of these, one's a remix and the other are actually just different songs, but for sure, After Hours. Oh, did I not get the remix lyrics up? Maybe I don't. Maybe I won't worry about the remix lyrics. Let's move on to... So this is the first bonus track for the Deluxe. It's called Nothing Compares. Producers are Nate with his name that I'm not going to try to pronounce, Ricky Reed, and Dahila. Here we go. Dropping in Nothing Compares. Oh, wow. I'm kind of curious to see if this adds to the story at all. Oh, wow. Wow.
I've been trying hard to find the words to say. Find the words to say. If we tried again, we'd make the same mistakes. Asphyxiate. I'll never make it without my baby.
So I fill the void. I know you do the same.
I try my best to not get high again. Oh baby, I can't get high again. But I've been stuck inside this place for days on end. Intoxicated.
I really like this deep bass note just kind of rolling around back there.
So I feel the boy just like I did back then. Oh, nothing compares to the end to the sweet bullshit. Oh, no, nobody cares like you do. Trying to keep my faith, I sin too much to pray for you.
The guitars are fucking wailing back there. The guitars are going off. Yeah. It's so funny because I listen to this song and I go, yeah, it's a good song and a bit of a continuation to the story. You know, it clearly indicates that they've, you know, split up and they're missing each other and all this sort of stuff. But in my brain, I'm like, I won't listen to this again. Like, no. The core version of After Hours, no. That album is what it, no. Like already, after hearing it one time, I'm like, no bonus songs. This is funny. I mean, my love for an album format is so ridiculous sometimes. Because this is a good song. It's a good song, and I will never listen to it again. And not because it's bad, but because I enjoy After Hours, the standard edition version, so much that I don't basically I'm like, I don't need that. It's like the extra credit scenes that the fucking Marvel movies always put in. You gotta sit there like a goddamn clown waiting 10 more minutes to watch 30 seconds of movie. Is so annoying. Even though the scene's great, but it's like I will never watch that scene again. Anyway, let's move on. I apologize if you love that song. It's a good song. It's a good song. I'm not criticizing the song. I'm laughing at myself and making fun of myself for my obsession with album formats. Another bonus is called Miss You, produced by Dahila and The Weeknd. Let's jump in. Let's see if my brain will accept this. I can feel like, no, it doesn't even matter. Oh, God. It's so funny. Like, it's like a switch has just been flipped. And my brain's like, no, this is not accepted into the album.
But I can't hold you responsible for the things I do. I said your name by mistake, played it off like I'm just confused.
Interesting. That's interesting.
But I was fronting, lying to myself, but I know the truth. Was I missed you? Yes, it's true. I should have known not to let you go, let you go.
This is a cool song. I like this. Let's all get a heart. I might listen to this. I like how clean this is. Open, calm. Huh. That's cool. I like this song. I like this song. Which makes me believe my idea that I'm about to share right here. In this verse, I hurt myself 100 times just to feel something in my soul. Okay? I kept knocking even though I knew what's behind that door. And there's no annotation here. The first thing that went through my mind is knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Like, I kept knocking, meaning I kept pushing myself right up to the brink of dying. I kept doing these things, maybe taking these drugs or whatever, getting close to this line, even though I knew what was there for me every time. But then I heard you call my name and it sounded like the sweetest song. You never moved on. I missed you. It's true. So who knows? There is one more little song. I like that these are both feeding into the story. It's kind of like an epilogue, I suppose, to the album. Convinced myself to run around with someone else to forget about you. I can't hold you responsible for the things I do. Said your name by mistake, played it off like I'm confused. I was just fronting. I like how he crosses the bar line here into the chorus too. Lying to myself when I know the truth was I missed you. I like. He's done that a couple times in the song. It's kind of cool. All right, here's the final bonus track. Final Lullaby. The Weeknd and Healer. Let's see. Let's see if my brain will accept this one as well. Missed You somehow snuck in. It was allowed. Even though, you know, the guard out front, you're not on the list. Here's a 50. Okay, I'll let you in. Don't tell anybody else. That was my brain letting in Missed You. I like the kind of keyboard beat that's going on. My fingers are playing along on my armchair. Huh? Like a wave of synth right there, huh? I like how crunchy the beat is getting. Lots of distortion. And that's it? Like these footsteps or something? Strange. That was cool too. I wonder, you know, sometimes with these deluxe albums, I wonder if they were songs that were
just cut. You know, like they were going to try and make it work within the album. Or maybe it was something that they'd had made for a while and it didn't have a place in the album. And you're like, you just throw it on the deluxe version. Those are cool. They're cool tracks. Okay, I don't have the lyrics up. Save Your Tears is track 11. Let's see here. In Your Eyes. Save Your Tears. So I'll just have this up. I probably won't listen to it. But this is the remix, Save Your Tears with Ariana Grande. I don't think I've ever heard her. I don't know. Let's check it out, though. Remix. Here we go.
I saw you dancing in a crowded room. You look so happy.
This song's so fucking catchy, man. Oh my god.
Then you saw me, caught you by surprise. A single teardrop falling from your eye.
I like that.
I'll make you cry when I run away. Met you once under a Pisces moon. I kept my distance 'cause I know that you don't like when I'm with nobody else. I couldn't help it, I put you through hell. I don't know why I run away.
She sounds good on this, too, man.
I'll make you cry when I run away. Boy, take me back 'cause I wanna stay. Save your tears for another. I realize that it's much too late, and you deserve someone better. Save your tears for another day. I said save your tears for another day.
Headbang into the Weeknd and Ariana Grande. Oh, God. Who would have seen the day?
Save your tears for another day.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was cool. But after having listened to all that, I'm glad I did. However, main core release album is the format I'll be listening to in the future. For sure. That was great. Man, I really liked how the front half, it caught me off guard. It caught me off guard with kind of where it was sonically. I figured having known Blinding Lights so well, I figured it was going to be more like that. But I like that it starts from that place and kind of works through this relationship stuff. And then he kind of has this experience and then wakes up and realizes, but then, of course, it's too late. Yeah, good shit. I guess I don't really have a whole lot to say. I mean, really, something that's neat about the album, it's just very straightforward. Very straightforward. Not a whole lot to dissect and pick apart. There's a couple little breadcrumbs here and there that link to other ideas within the album and stuff. And a couple of the annotations that I clicked, there were some apparently references to previous albums and stuff. It's like, okay, that's cool, but just a good sound. God, man. Good sound. I mean, no wonder he has turned into such a massive, massive, massive star, right? No wonder. Damn. It's pretty crazy. Okay, I guess I'm going to cut it short on closing thought. That's it. There's a lot of music videos to get through. It's going to be Patreon only. I thought I might take a break, but I feel pretty good, so we're just going to power through. I took my my Centrum Silver with my Ovaltine this morning, so Old Man Bob is ready to go.